Today's subject is genealogy of Jesus Christ. There are four strange parts in the genealogy. The first subject today is Judah and Tamar. According to Matthew chapter 1 verses 3, Judah begot Perez and Zerah by Tamar. And Perez begot Hezron, and Hezron begot Ram. Now, most important, two words is Judah and Tamar. Now, based upon Genesis chapter 38, most of them understand, the story about this. However, that I am going to repeat one more time. And Judah had three sons. First one is Er, and the second is Onan, and the third one is Shelah. The Er, his first son, is married to Tamar, and this Tamar. And Bible did not explain exactly what happened, but God killed him. Er, the first son. Then the culture of the time, then the wife does not have a child, then second brother or second son must sleep with this sister-in-law, and let her conceive and deliver a child. That is the culture at the time. So Judah asked second son, okay, get into Tamar and let her conceive. Now, so Judah asked a second son, Onan, raise up heir to your brothers. So heir. And according to Bible, Onan made a sleep with Tamar and enjoyed. But the last moment he take it out, he emitted on the ground, lest Onan should give an heir to his brother, and then but he did not. God was so disappointed and killed Onan too. Now, as a father of two sons, Judah may be very upset, and two sons killed because of this daughter-in-law who is Tamar. Then he has only one son left over, and then he's afraid of she may kill a third one too. So Judah asked Tamar, okay, you go to your father's house and wait until third son Shelah grow up. And so she, Tamar went to her father's home, and she stayed there with garment of widow. Bible did not mention all the detail, but seems to me the old sentence shows that Tamar may have someone to tell her, Judah's, household information. Tamar knew that third son Shelah grow up. This is the first fact. Then also she knew Judah's wife was dead. Now, for the man, without the wife, then we have to solve sexual urge. So maybe she know seems to me that Tamal knew that Judah once in a while sleep with a prostitute. Then also Tamal knew where Judah went to. So all this one shows that someone told Tamal what's going on in Judah's household. Maybe Tamar was so good to his other people in the Judah's home. Now Tamar made a plan. She changed her gown as a prostitute, and then a prostitute wear the veil cover face. Now when Judah went to some places that there are someone with covered face. So okay, I want to sleep. How much do you want to? And then I'm willing to give you a young goat. And then this prostitute answered, okay, what is your promise? And then I need your promise and give me your cane, signet, and code. And then Judah said, okay, no problem. And then Judah slept with Tamar without knowing she is his sister-in-law. Then Judah understood this is a prostitute because covered face. Now as soon as Tamar went home, changed the clothing and wear the garment of widow. Then as a promise, Judah sent a young goat to go over there at a certain date. Then but they could not find her. And then Judah think let her have that cane, signet, code because but he did his part. However, Judah didn't know it was it was a plan. Now, when 3 months later, Judah found out Tamar conceived now, then Judah become upset and angry and bring her out and let her be burned. So Tamar was came over and to be burned. Then Tamar show the cane, staff, and the signet and the cord. I am conceived because of owner of this. And the Bible did not tell, but then according to Genesis chapter 38:26, so Judah acknowledged them and said, she has been more righteous than I, because I did not give her to Shelah my son. And Judah never slept with her again. So Tamar eventually gave a twin babies, Perez and Zerah. Now here's a question raised. The question is, sleeping father-in-law and the or, you know, father and daughter-in-law sleep with that, it is very shameful. But Genesis, open up this shameful thing. So we may interpret this one, wow, this story is very honest one. Let's say somebody, writing his biography, and then most of them, they didn't tell, his, weak point or weakness. And I did, I made some mistake, but I did this kind of a thing. But, this Genesis chapter 38 shows that, shameful thing open up means very honest one. My question is raised now. According to Leviticus chapter 20, 12, okay? Now, according to Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 12, if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both must surely be put to death. They have acted purposely, their blood is upon them. Now, what does it say is Judah and Tamal must be killed according to the law, God's law. Then, if this one happen, then Judas cannot be on the line of genealogy of Jesus Christ. Then the law must be equal to everyone. Okay, you don't have to obey this, or you don't, I can exclude it. This is not the law. Now, another thing is, Judah's second son is emitting on the ground, and he was killed. Which is worse, emitting on the ground or contact or sleep with prostitute? What's your opinion? And there are four strange, thing, and I mentioned the first one about the genealogy of Jesus Christ on Matthew chapter 1. Thank you so much for your watching.